Welcome mates, I am BloodThirstyLord by incoming Lordy, and today we're back on Warhammer 40K Darktide in the newest update highlighting 2 new weapons, the choice to actually refine item in the crafting section, a perk tier system to showcase tiers within each perk from 1 to 4, a new mission, 2 new modifiers or conditions that can be placed on existing missions, and a lot of changes for balancing when it comes to buffs and nerfs of all weapons in the game. It's absolutely insane. This will be a big update, so you mates do not want to miss out on this video. Make sure to click the subscribe button and also the bell notification button with all notifications on to keep up to date, and also press that join button to become a member on the channel. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. Later today, there will be a Darktide patch underneath 10.0.2, which will contain the following: addressing the stability of the game through several crashes and try to attend to those crashes and fix the major ones first before fixing minor crashes that happen in stability, so that will be addressed. Actively investigating issues with the GP related crashes and penances that are not updated when users disconnect or crash during missions. Players receive error code 4008 and 2007. Problems with Twitch drops and account connectivity with Twitch drops. Players reporting that no rewards or progression are given after mission completion, XP or credits. So those are actively being investigated. Other things that are being currently fixed are contracts do not progress for some players, various penances work differently than expected, server crash kicking players, error code 2001, stuck in queue position 1 as well. So those are some of the issues that have been addressed as well through active measures and also currently being fixed as the next update does drop. And it seems like the cash shop has timers that have been removed but also do appear again once there's only 24 hours remaining on that item before it's been taken away and comes back at a later date. And within the content drop this patch, there is a new map, 2 new weapons, one for the Zealot and one for the Ogryn. The new refined option is in the crafting menu, the inclusions of private games, and the addition of 3 new conditions. It mentioned 2 earlier, but it looks like there's 3. And the new mission is Complex. It's up to you and your strike team to gain access to the Complex, get to the roof of the HL 1924, and transmit a message to allies in the Imperium. To support the launch of Complex, we decided several conditions during this mission over the next few days. 2 new weapons, one being the Crusher, a 2-handed power maul for the Zealots, which is my main character, so I'm glad to see that. Then we have the Power Maul, a 1-handed power maul for Ogryns as well, so that's a new weapon there too. Private play is now available when starting a mission for the mission board for strike teams of 2 to 4 players, so you can't play this solo yet in private play, it's only 2 to 4 players. Refine is now available in the Shrine. So if you go to the crafting area, you can now choose to refine a single perk, which will lock other perks. Perks in the item card view will show their tier through the number of stones or diamonds next to the perk, ranging from 1 to 4. So an easier way to understand what perks you're getting, if it's highly valid or not. Each refined action takes on the perk, we'll see a cost reduction of resources as well for that action. There are 2 new conditions as well, being hunting grounds. Rejects will have to fend off increased numbers of poxhounds. Oh my god, this would be annoying, especially towards endgame. That could just ruin everything. So I can't wait to see that. Maybe see it, maybe I don't want to see it, we'll find out. Then we have Assault, more ammo, less healing, more enemies prepared to run. That is the 2 new conditions in the game within this patch. And if you are looking for mates to help you out, make sure to join our Discord. We have amazing mates supporting each other in Darktide, having some great times, completing challenges like these new conditions, these new missions, and trying to get the penance challenges completed in order to get those amazing rewards. So make sure to join our Discord. There'll be a link in the description below. Visit that now and be part of our community. There's also some changes to general, performance, and stability, alongside contracts and penances as well, which are on screen right now, so feel free to pause at any time to see that information. Also alongside one of those penance changes being pick and mix, where it could be in some circumstances not be awarded as expected, that has been resolved, and alongside localization as well. And now let's jump into the juicy changes for weapons. There seems to be a series of changes. We'll be going through everything in a more concise version of what those changes are. Feel free to pause at any time to keep the exact information on screen to see what the numbers are exactly for any of the changes within weapons, so keep that in mind. So chain weapons should now apply the movement slowdown on light and heavy attacks. Fix the bug where weapon stagger in the control or collateral state didn't work as intended on weapons like the Ripper Gun. Force Sword Special now creates a larger blast on damaging and killing heretics. Fix the bug where special attack follow-up damage on a combo blade did not scale properly with damage stat. Fix the bug where the Ripper Gun reload can be interrupted such that you can fire without a magazine. The Spearhead Bolt Gun, better equipped animations, and there was also a fix on an exploit on weapons hopping right after to fast reload that has been resolved. And then we move on to the Power Sword, which did receive a nerf. Decrease cleave on powered attacks through the aspects of damage fall-off for targets beyond the 3rd on a heavy activated sweep. And within the following las guns, you do have decreased ammo consumption to fully charged shots, reduced charge time ranges until fully charged, increased damage versus armored, reduced base sway and suppression sway, so a buff overall to las guns in that category of those patterns. Then move on to the plasma gun, which also received a buff, increased clip size, buff vent durations, active vent being 3 seconds, and a passive vent at 15 seconds. Heavy charge shots, warbangs are allowed, but will have an explosion on initial hit on a surface and also exit of that surface. And then we move on to revolvers, which have a overall buff being increased ammo, increased fire range, increased high end of base damage, and increased hit scan range overall, so you're able to hit targets from a further range with this weapon. The Headhunter older guns got buffed as well, reduced recoil verticality, and increased damage overall. Heavy Sword has also received a buff, with increased damage to armor with a mod, and increased light attacks through horizontal and diagonal damage have been increased on the weapon. Thunderhammer increased light attacks and heavy attacks against armor as well, allowing the weapon to be more used within the Zealot class, since many players weren't using this weapon due to the fact that it didn't have enough damage, as many expected. And those are all the major weapon changes, highlighting the buffs, the nerfs, and the balancing overall. And now moving on to the combat changes. Fix the issue where Zealot's Preacher's ability, Chastise the Wicked, could get interrupted if used while having been pushed by enemy attacks. That's been fixed. Fix the issue with Psyker's Inner Tranquility talent, which somehow caused slower quell speeds, and fix bug with Coherency Toughness, and the regen mechanics for that, and some other issues there as well. Then we move on to enemies. Fix some issues where the Poxhound could launch into the stratosphere. That was hilarious. That was in the game. That has been resolved now. And fix some customization for the Trader's Guards. And then we move on to the big mission changes, which are move spawn point of the Demon Host from respawn location to Power Matrix mission, fix the issue when Horde spawning next to players at end events, and fix the pickup issues on materials, scripts, grims on certain missions as well. So hopefully that will not be as tedious when you go to that mission to try and complete a script or collect all the grims, and then you fail by missing one because you can't collect it and doesn't allow you to collect it. This has been resolved on certain missions. Then followed up by a series of changes towards animation, character customization, and the UI within Darktide, which is on screen right now. And that is the entirety of the patch, highlighting so much content coming to the game with new additions, alongside those changes occurring within all the weapons and the quality of life changes for Darktide overall. So that's great to see, and I like this change of pace when they're adding more substantial patches to Darktide. I'm hoping they keep this up and keep being consistent with content drops towards the game to keep the game alive as long as possible with new additions of content and changes that are available to the game's entirety and its longevity for the players that enjoy Darktide as well. And if you are one of those players that do enjoy playing Darktide, make sure to join our Discord. We've got amazing mates there. Join our Discord, have some fun times, play some games of Darktide, complete challenges, and have great discussions overall within our Discord with our mates. So make sure to join our Discord, link in the description below. But mates, tell me your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think was the biggest substantial change within this update? Was it the weapon changes, the balance changes for missions and fixes that were happening, stability crashes being addressed, or the new content? I'd love to know in the comment section down below. And tell me, mates, if you want to see more Darktide on the channel. I'd love to know in the comment section down below. As always, mates, it's a pleasure to have you guys on the channel as we go through this, and I'll catch you, mates, next time. Bye. Road to 200k subscribers. Let's get it, mates.